Furious Elton John confront Harry for disrespecting the LGBTQ+ community, calling them a disappointment. Elton John, a longtime advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and a close friend of Princess Diana, has reportedly confronted Prince Harry over what he perceives as a growing disconnect between Harry's public actions and the values he once championed. The music legend, known for his outspokenness and dedication to equality, allegedly expressed his anger over recent actions by Harry and Meghan Markle, which he believes have disrespected the LGBTQ+ community. Sources close to the situation suggest that Elton John, who was once a trusted confidant to Harry, feels deeply disappointed by the couple's behavior, which he reportedly sees as hypocritical and self-serving. This confrontation has sparked widespread debate, with many questioning whether Harry and Meghan, who have previously aligned themselves with progressive causes, are genuinely committed to the principles they publicly support. Elton's alleged remarks have reignited scrutiny over the couple's actions, with critics pointing to specific incidents that seem to contradict their professed advocacy for marginalized communities. Elton John's relationship with Prince Harry dates back decades, rooted in his close bond with Princess Diana, Harry's late mother. Elton has often spoken about his admiration for Diana's compassion and her groundbreaking work with marginalized communities, including the LGBTQ+ population and victims of the AIDS epidemic. For years, Elton viewed Harry as a worthy successor to Diana's legacy, particularly when the younger prince appeared to embrace his mother's values through his charity work and public statements. However, insiders claim that Elton John's perception of Harry has shifted dramatically since the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped back from royal duties in 2020. According to sources, Elton feels that Harry and Meghan have become increasingly performative in their activism, prioritizing personal gain over meaningful change. This frustration reportedly came to a head during a private conversation where Elton confronted Harry over what he sees as a lack of genuine commitment to the LGBTQ+ community. One incident that allegedly angered Elton was Harry and Meghan's decision to partner with corporations that have been criticized for their poor records on LGBTQ+ rights. For example, the Sussexes' lucrative deals with streaming giants like Spotify and Netflix have raised eyebrows, as both companies have faced backlash for hosting content that critics say promotes anti-LGBTQ+ rhetoric. Elton is said to have expressed his disappointment directly to Harry, questioning how he could align himself with such entities while claiming to support equality. While Elton John's alleged confrontation was directed at Harry, many believe that Meghan Markle plays a significant role in the couple's perceived shift away from authentic advocacy. Critics argue that Meghan, who has positioned herself as a progressive feminist and humanitarian, often uses social justice causes as a platform to enhance her personal brand rather than affecting real change. These allegations have been bolstered by instances where Meghan's actions appeared to contradict her public statements. For example, Meghan has frequently spoken about the importance of amplifying marginalized voices, yet she has been accused of silencing dissenting opinions within her own circle. Multiple former employees of the Sussexes have come forward with claims of being mistreated or ignored when raising concerns about the couple's actions. Some of these employees reportedly identify as members of the LGBTQ+ community, adding another layer of controversy to the allegations. Elton John is said to have taken issue with Meghan's alleged hypocrisy, particularly her tendency to speak about inclusivity while reportedly fostering a work environment that some describe as toxic. This disconnect between Meghan's public persona and behind-the-scenes behavior has fueled criticism that she prioritizes optics over substance, a sentiment that Elton reportedly echoed during his confrontation with Harry. One of the most contentious points in this saga involves the couple's multimillion-dollar deal with Netflix, which has been a source of both financial success and public scrutiny. Critics have accused Netflix of platforming content that perpetuates harmful stereotypes about LGBTQ+ individuals, including controversial comedy specials that have sparked boycotts and protests. Despite these controversies, Harry and Meghan have continued their partnership with the streaming giant, leading many to question their commitment to LGBTQ+ advocacy. Elton John, who has been a vocal critic of anti-LGBTQ+ rhetoric in media, reportedly confronted Harry about his decision to remain silent on the issue. According to sources, Elton expressed his belief that Harry and Meghan's association with Netflix undermines their credibility as allies to the LGBTQ+ community. This alleged confrontation highlights a broader critique of the Sussexes, that their actions often appear inconsistent with their stated values. Elton John's alleged remarks have struck a chord with many members of the public, who have grown increasingly skeptical of Harry and Meghan's activism. Social media platforms have been flooded with comments from individuals who feel that the couple's actions are more focused on personal enrichment than genuine advocacy. This sentiment has been amplified by reports of their lavish lifestyle, which some argue is at odds with their claims of supporting marginalized communities. Critics have also pointed to specific instances where Harry and Meghan's actions seem to contradict their public statements. For example, the couple has been vocal about the importance of fighting climate change, yet they have faced criticism for their frequent use of private jets. Similarly, their advocacy for racial and gender equality has been called into question by allegations of mistreatment from former employees, many of whom belong to the very communities the Sussexes claim to support. Elton John's alleged confrontation with Harry has added fuel to these criticisms, with many viewing his remarks as a validation of their concerns. As a respected figure in both the entertainment industry and LGBTQ+ advocacy, Elton's words carry significant weight, leading some to re-evaluate their perception of Harry and Meghan. A central theme in this controversy is the legacy of Princess Diana, who remains a beloved figure for her tireless work on behalf of marginalized communities. Elton John, who performed at Diana's funeral and has often spoken about her impact on his life, reportedly feels that Harry and Meghan are failing to live up to her example. This sentiment has resonated with many of Diana's admirers, who have expressed disappointment in the couple's actions. Elton is said to have reminded Harry of Diana's unwavering commitment to authenticity and compassion, contrasting it with what he perceives as the Sussexes' performative activism. This alleged confrontation has sparked a broader conversation about the responsibility of public figures to align their actions with their stated values, particularly when they claim to be carrying on the legacy of a beloved humanitarian. The fallout from Elton John's alleged remarks raises important questions about the future of Harry and Meghan's public image. While the couple has a dedicated base of supporters, they also face growing criticism from those who view their actions as inconsistent and self-serving. Rebuilding trust with the LGBTQ+ community and other marginalized groups will likely require more than just words. It will demand tangible actions that demonstrate a genuine commitment to the values they espouse. Elton John's alleged confrontation with Harry serves as a wake-up call, not only for the Sussexes but for all public figures who claim to advocate for social justice. As the debate continues, one thing is clear: actions speak louder than words, and the public will be watching closely to see how Harry and Meghan respond to these criticisms. Elton John's reported confrontation with Prince Harry has brought to light a growing sense of disillusionment with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. While they have positioned themselves as champions of progressive causes, their actions have often been criticized as performative and inconsistent. Elton's alleged remarks highlight the challenges of balancing public advocacy with personal ambition, raising important questions about the responsibilities of those who claim to lead by example. As this controversy unfolds, it remains to be seen whether Harry and Meghan can regain the trust of their critics and honor the legacy of Princess Diana in a meaningful way.